The top 3 things that the Matrix does not want you to know. I'm going to break down the physical and emotional and then the spiritual components and all the secrets that are going to be revealed as far as why the Matrix is doing what they're doing and how it doesn't matter because you are more powerful than they will ever be. This all comes back down to control. Know that the Matrix has been controlling the game for a very long time. They want to keep you in fear. They want to keep the control because that's how the agenda is played out. When we are in a state of fear, that's when our freedoms are given up and we will do anything to get back into that safe, false sense of security. Now, as we awaken, as your third eye opens, you have to understand that that is all an illusion. Welcome to the real life that is, once you awaken, that's when your real life starts. Now, the first component is the physical reality that we are living in right now. They control the water that we drink. They control the air that we breathe. They control the food system. I'm talking about from the seed all the way until where it hits the grocery store shelf. So what are you going to do about it? You have to take full control of your life. Get back in tune with nature. You hear those birds over there? Nature is providing the energy that we need, and then we got disconnected and said, wait, why don't I just get it from this artificial version instead? You don't need that artificial version. You need the real thing straight from nature. Get in tune with nature. Now, the first step is getting control of your food system. Start growing your own food, ideally. Start getting away from the grocery store shelf. Start understanding that the real food is grown right there in your backyard. Real local food with real minerals that are not being depleted and grown in a very, very, very toxic way, because everything that used to be organic on this planet was organic before all of this toxicity was created. So understand that everything through the drive-thru is toxic and GMO. Everything that is in the grocery store shelf, even if it has an organic label, is probably contaminated compared to what you could get from your local farm or just growing it yourself. You can't trust anybody anymore. Even the label on the shelf, you cannot trust it. Now, going deeper, think about the air that you are breathing. If you live in a big city, for example, of LA, you have a 15% less life expectancy just from the air quality alone. Think about that. Why not put yourself in nature? Here I am in the most isolated island in the entire world for a reason. And no, I'm not here to avoid anything. I'm here to create the change. That's what we have to do. We are building the new earth. The Matrix doesn't want you to know that you have access to clean water already. You have access to clean air anytime you want. You have access to clean food. Abundant, mineral-rich superfoods are available to you any single day of the week. And here we are with the McDonald's line that goes around the corner and people waiting for hours just to get that fix, just to get their senses gratified. This has nothing to do with nutrition. So step 1 is taking full control of your nutrition, your life. Activate this light body. That is what you need to do. Sunshine. Get some sunshine into your life. Get some energy that is coming directly from nature. That's what you need to do. Get rid of the middleman and go straight into nature. Now, the next emotional component that you need to understand is they are manipulating everything through the screens that we are watching. Think about how much time people spend on their cell phone. Think about how much time kids even are spending looking at a screen. This is the programming that Orwell talked about in 1984. This is the programming that every saint, every guru, every religion, everybody has talked about this level of control. We have entered an artificial age. This digital currency, this world that we are going to live in very soon is not the same world that we grew up in our own generation just a few years ago. Things are changing so fast that we cannot even keep up. That's how they want it. They want you to keep you on your toes. Now know that just the screens themselves are a way of programming. The people who created the software, who created Facebook, who created Twitter and all of the social media, they don't let their kids on the screen for a reason. So start with being in control of your emotions, being in control of the things that you put in your field of vision. This is huge as far as affecting the emotions and getting away from that erratic emotion and being more constant with your own physical emotions. I'm not talking about just being blissed out and being happy all the time. I'm saying you're not thinking the proper thoughts because your thoughts are being taken away from you from a screen. So think about that. Now, the last component that we have to talk about that the Matrix does not want you to know about is that you are spiritual before you are human. You're not just some physical human body walking around having these ideas and thoughts, working some dead-end job just so you can die and repeat and reincarnate and do it all over again. That's not what you're here to do. You are here to do so much more than that. Activate the Kundalini, open your third eye, start seeing past the veil of illusion and understand that you are spiritual before you were human. This is not your true home. You're not supposed to be here forever. So don't get attached. The real spiritual heavenly planets is your true home. This planet Earth is all about unconditional love and learning what it's like to have a real human, empathetic, compassionate-based life. That's what we are here to do. It all comes back down to the heart. So don't let the matrix and the energy get up into your mind and trying to control everything all the time. You notice you are not in control. You actually have nothing to do with that control. You can't even control your eyes from blinking or the digestion happening in your stomach right now. That is coming from the energy of the universe. God, Krishna, Yeshua, Jesus, whatever word you want to put on that, that is the energy that we are tapping into. The Christ consciousness, the Krishna consciousness. This is the highest evolution of the soul that everybody is doing right now on planet Earth, whether they realize it or not. And the Matrix just wants to keep everybody in control so they can continue to grow in their greedy and powerful paradigm. Now, that paradigm is called the third dimension. It is not going away. It's always going to be here. More and more souls are being projected through fear into that third dimensional paradigm, and they are rooted in it because they do not know that there is another option. Once you break free of these limitations of the body, you will understand that the fifth dimension is where the real magic is in life. Those spaces in between the spaces, those moments where you don't even have any comprehension of time whatsoever, that is the fifth dimension. That is what we are truly here to do. We are aspiring to it and anchoring in this new frequency right now on planet Earth. And the Matrix wants to keep you in control. That's it. This has nothing to do with capitalism. This has nothing to do with politics. This has nothing to do with anything that's happening on the surface because all of those are simply distractions keeping you from your spiritual practice. That's it. So are you waking up every day to meditate? Are you fully immersing yourself into nature and taking advantage of this beautiful energy that you were born to be in? Or are you living somebody else's agenda and living somebody else's life according to their needs instead of your own? That's what this comes down to. So it's time to wake up. The Matrix is only going to lead to more suffering and more confusion. What we're here to talk about is all the clarity and that light and love energy that comes from being awakened. That's what we are here to do. Shout out to the Inner Circle members. Shout out to everybody on the Patreon page. I love each and every one of you. Until next time, infinite love, infinite peace.